To the theme tune from local hero, Jack Charlton's final journey started at the beginning. He was incredibly proud of his hometown of Ashington, so his family wanted him to have one last tour of it. This, after all, is where he and his brother Bobby paraded in 1966 after winning the World Cup. No open-top bus, just the back of a vintage car. Fast forward 54 years, and the affection is undiminished. The people who live here turned out in their droves.
I danced with him at the harmonic when I was about 16. He could play football, but he wasn't very good at dancing.
Everybody loves Jack Charlton in Ashington. He's a big, big part of Ashington, and he's going to be a big miss.
Well, I think he's been the backcloth to our lives. He's an ordinary man. He relates to common people. He's worked hard. He got out of the pits, as it were, and became a professional. He's just a great role model for all young people.
I think it's a fantastic representation of Ashington and its spirit, because it hasn't had a lot going for it in recent years, but it hangs on to wonderful memories, such as Jackie and Bobby coming from this town.
Because of coronavirus, many of Jack Charlton's own relatives are unable to attend the funeral today. In normal times, it would also have seen many famous faces from the world of football, but it's hoped they will all gain some comfort from the number of people who've turned out on the streets of Ashington today to pay their respects.
Not unexpected, if I'm honest, because he was a man of the people. He was a people's person. He loved nothing better than coming back to Ashington whenever he possibly could.
His funeral cortege passed the park where the Charlton brothers first learned to play football and their old school. His family and those on the street were visibly moved.
He's such an icon for this area, and you know, my children play in the same fields that he's grew up in, so you know, it's really touched my heartstrings, to be honest.
Jack Charlton is one of Northumberland's favourite sons. He will always be remembered fondly here. After his final trip round Ashington, the family then went to a private funeral service in Newcastle, and those that couldn't be there because of numbers had the service relayed to them on the internet. It really was quite something to see here on the streets today, and there's now a campaign underway to get perhaps a statue to Jack Charlton put here in Ashington as a lasting memory of him. Simon.
Danny, thank you very much. Danny Savage there.